Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Wynn, and welcome back to another video. We're finally sitting down to record our 250K Q&A video. So I asked you last week to ask me anything, whatever you want to know, and I'll try to answer as many of these questions as possible. And now that I'm sitting down to do this, we already have 270K. So I guess this is just now the 270K Q&A, but I can't possibly answer every single question. We have a lot here. A lot of you guys asked the same questions. Unfortunately, a lot of you went and upvoted a lot of the questions that you wanted me to answer. So I'm going to try to get to as many of them as possible. And I don't know how long this video is going to be, but we're just going to get started and see what happens. So first question comes from another PUBG Mobile creator, Shibe. He says, why so handsome? Well, let me tell you this. One tip for life, get a barber from the Dominican Republic, man. These guys have PhDs in how to do fades and how to edge you up, bro. Get a good barber from the Caribbean. That's the best thing I ever did in my life. I will never get my haircut from anybody else. So that's my pro tip for starting the video off on a good question there. Next question, Yash Singh 49 says, how did you think of the name Wynnsanity? Love from India. Thank you, Yash. Quite simply, I was a junior in high school. At the same time, Jeremy Lin was making his awesome debut for the New York Knicks. He had the most points in his first 4 starts in the NBA in history, and he just, like, blazed a trail, and everybody was like, Wynnsanity, Wynnsanity, and I was like, hey, my name's Wynn, so Wynnsanity, and it just kind of stuck. Then the name, like, in college, the name kind of, like, you know, went away for a bit, and then as I made my first YouTube channel, I named it Clash or Win for Clash Royale. But I was like, I don't really like this. I need a more, like, catchy name. So then I went with Wynnsanity YT. But then I'm like, that's Wynnsanity, you know, SANITYYT. Like, the TYYT kind of bothered me, so I just dropped the YT and I just went with Sanity. And I don't know, kind of stuck. I also made this logo, too, in, like, 5 seconds of Photoshop, and I love it, and I'm probably never going to change it. But sometimes you just have your best ideas just on a whim. So that's how I came up with the name Wynnsanity. Wynnsanity was, it was off Jeremy Lin and Lynnsanity. All right, Rahul Raju says, why the name Wynnsanity? Already answered that. And he says, and your real name. Sorry, because it's been a week since I started watching and subbed you. That's okay. So I really haven't really said my real name that much. In fact, we used to ban people that would come in and say it in my chat, but whatever. I don't care. I'm just going to say it. My name is Wyndham. It's 8 letters. WYNNDHAM. All right, that's my name. I'm the only person in the world that has a name spelled like this, all right? It's pretty unique. So thanks, Mom, for giving me a dope name. It's just like the hotels. The Hilton Garden Inn by Wyndham, except they spell it with 1 N. I wish I was related to that Wyndham, because I'd be freaking rich, man. But I'm not. I do not own hotels. But yes, that's my name. Now you know. There you go. You can make fun of me for my ye old English name. Hello, my name is Wyndham. I hail from Berkshire in England. I am the Duchess of the United Kingdom, Sir Wyndham. It's like a ye old English. It means Hamlet by the winding way. That's what it translates to. So yes, I am a Hamlet. I am Hamlet. Next question. Malik Raouf, next question, says, why is your skin so clean? Why are you so handsome? I feel like I have to pull my girlfriend in on this one. So my girlfriend is all about skincare. Like, she has an Instagram that she does a ton of skincare stuff for. She also has an Instagram that's for gaming, so you guys should definitely follow her, Destiny Gaming on Instagram. But she literally, like, handcrafted a skincare routine for me that has, like, 7 different steps, and I do it every now and then. And I like, honestly, in high school, I really didn't have that clear of skin because I was always, like, doing sports and, like, being sweaty and, like, dirty. And, you know, like, that's just not good for clear skin. So I always had, like, blemishes and my face was breaking out and stuff. Even in college, you could probably go back in some of my old videos and see, like, I didn't have the clearest skin. But now I kind of do. Like, actually looking at me right now, I got this light on. Damn, bro, I look good. Yo, your skincare routine is kind of working out, babe. So thanks for that. But yeah, I don't know. I guess just take care of your skin. It's okay, gentlemen in chat. All right, take care of your skin. All right, having a skincare routine is not girly. Okay, go buy some products. Do your research. Don't just buy that $4 skincare crap from Target. Actually, get the good products, man. There's some good stuff out there. There's like a whole industry of skincare. And if you do it right, you look good. I mean, if you're gonna be a YouTuber too, and you're gonna be on camera, you should want your skin and you want to, like, look as good as you can, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. But yes, I have my own skincare routine. Thank you very much. Compliments of Destiny on Instagram. This is a freaking essay, bro. This is like a prompt from the SATs, man. Is there a word count? Do I have to show my work? He says, how was Wynnsanity growing up? Like, what was your childhood? How are you in high school? Youth life? What caused you to do streaming and making content? Where do you see mobile gaming in a decade? And if Powerbank didn't help you, what would have happened? And are you pushing the studio and your theme further? Well, all right, Demetria. Jeez, bro. My autobiography here is coming out next week, thanks to Demetria. So first question, let's just unpack this one by one. How was Wynnsanity growing up? Like, what was your childhood? How were you in high school and youth life? Basically, a short way to answer this is I just did sports and I played video games my entire life. Starting out at the age of 4, I played like youth baseball. Then I did a lot of soccer all the way up through kind of halfway through high school. But in middle school and high school, I also started running track and field became my life. I ran it in college, and I've only been retired now for a couple years. But track and field, that was the sport I think I was the best at. Like I said, I went to college and I ran track in school. You guys saw my studio reveal. I've got a couple like medals and awards and stuff up on the wall that I'm really proud of. And yeah, that's kind of where me as like being a really competitive person comes from, is all the years I spent playing video games and running track. But for video games, my first console was a PS1 when I was 5 years old. Then I had a PS2, PS3, PS4. I was actually a console gamer, basically, you know, playing on a controller. So that's kind of where like playing 4-finger claw comes kind of naturally to me, because I'm so used to holding a controller with the shoulder buttons and the analog sticks. That's why mobile gaming feels really comfortable to me. But I love a touchscreen because it's so much more precise than just an analog stick. Kind of getting off track here. Next question from Demetria. What caused you to do streaming and making content? I've always loved film. I've always been really creative. When I was a kid, I was always making stuff out of like cardboard and string and just like doing random, just making anything I could. That my favorite games that I always loved to play were the ones where you could go and do anything you wanted to, like in Skyrim. I played a game on PlayStation called Little Big Planet where you could you started off with a blank world and you could just make anything. Trees, leaves, blocks, castles, enemies. You could make like little traps, kind of like almost like a two-dimensional Minecraft. I also played a lot of Minecraft, so I was really into just creating things. When I got my first little digital camera, I was probably 10 years old. I made a ton of just random dumb YouTube videos. You guys have probably heard this before. I've done Q&As a long time ago on the channel, but the story is still the same. I made a lot of really dumb old YouTube videos, and then as I got older, I started getting a little bit more like into the hang of it. I started making a lot more gaming videos in college, but I still did YouTube. A lot of you guys don't know this. I've done YouTube now for over 4 years, but this channel you're watching on right now has only existed for a year and a half. So that means for 2.5 years, I had old channels, I made old videos, I had like no subs, I had no views. I just kept grinding, just trying to get better at it. And then I finally made this channel, and that's kind of where we're at today, which kind of leads into the next question, which is where do we see mobile gaming in a decade? Honestly, not even a decade, just a couple years from now, but definitely in a decade. I see mobile gaming being like the one and maybe the only form of like major gaming. I know PC gaming is like probably always going to be around. I feel like console gaming is on the decline, and mobile gaming, these phones are getting so powerful. Every single year, we're seeing new processors, more RAM, more hertz being packed into a small device in your pocket. It's not going to be long before we're playing full titles like Grand Theft Auto 5. This new Cyberpunk game that's coming out is supposed to be like a just milestone game in the history of gaming. We're going to see games like that be on mobile. That's where I see mobile gaming. And you can play it anywhere, in bed, on the bus, on the, you know, like sitting on the couch, sitting on a bench in the park. You could play anywhere. And as phones get stronger, games are only going to get stronger and more robust. Unfortunately, that might also mean you're going to see some mobile games that actually just cost like $50, $60, just like console games do. But I don't think it's that crazy, honestly, to see that that's where we're going to be in 5 or 10 years. And if Powerbank didn't help me, what would have happened? And am I pushing my studio and my theme further? If Powerbank didn't help me, I still feel like I would have gotten to where we are. Maybe it just would have taken us a little bit longer. So kind of the story behind Powerbank, I've known him for a long time. I won't go into how I met him, but we met at Star Challenge 2 years ago. When I started this channel, he and I were kind of playing together because we had known each other. I was also helping him out. I was kind of working for PB for like a year and a half. I actually worked with PB kind of like as an employee behind the scenes. A lot of you guys don't know that, but he and I would play together, and he was busy on a trip in England, and he like wasn't able to get a video out that night. But I uploaded a video where it was me and PB playing on Vikendi, and he just like community posted. He's like, yeah, I couldn't upload tonight, but if you guys want to see me playing with Wynnsanity, go check out this video. Like my first video on this channel blew up to like 10 or 15,000 views or 30,000 views or something. That video right now actually is it's privated because it got a copyright claim. So I like took it down. So if you guys go back and try to find that video, it's not there right now. It's still on the channel. Maybe I'll release it at some point, like release it again. But that was my first time playing with him because he community posted me, and that video got so many views like right off the bat. Like I just created my channel, and all of a sudden I had this video get like 30,000 views thanks to Powerbank. Then I think the YouTube algorithm was like, dang, yo, this new channel's popping, bro. We should probably like promote this guy's stuff. And then I mean, we've just been growing ever since, but the growth recently has been absolutely nutty. And am I pushing the studio and my theme further? That right there, Demetria, that's the goal right there, man. The studio, not as much, but the theme, kind of the brand, like what does Wynnsanity mean? What is Wynnsanity going to like do in the future? Not just me, but like as an idea, as a channel. Always trying to push that further, always trying to explore new ways. You guys saw recently, like I've been doing a lot of short content. That stuff's been blowing up. Just trying to find new ways to bring you guys more exciting, fun, engaging content. Just make your days a little bit better. Maybe make you laugh. Maybe make you watch an insane fight that, you know, like kind of motivates you to want to play PUBG or something. Just always trying to take it further. And the studio, as an idea too, Demetria, this is such a good question, bro. We're spending like 5 minutes on this, but this is honestly, you're getting to a lot of what I wanted to talk about in this video. I've had many different studios, many different setups and stuff, and that has always evolved from apartment to this. And honestly, I still think I could do a lot better than this. Like, this was just me kind of randomly building a studio in like a month. I hope my channel keeps growing, and maybe in my next apartment, or if I finally buy a house one day, we could really make an insane studio. That's always been something that I enjoy, coming in here, having this environment to just get in the zone, make videos for you guys. And that's this, like, honestly, this room is really what helps me do what I do every day and not get tired and be motivated. I haven't taken a day off really in forever, but I feel better than ever. And having a space like this is so important to keeping that mindset. So yes, the studio and my theme, always pushing this forward. Very, very long answer to Demetria's question, but we got the backstory. PB, where do we see mobile gaming, bro? My studio, my theme, what do I want to do with my life? Like, all in there, dude. Just let me know where I could submit this this essay. Hopefully I get extra credit for it, Demetria. But yeah, that was a great question. Thank you, man. Over 100 upvotes on that. So I hopefully answered what a lot of people wanted to know. All right, next question coming in from Wynnsanity. Interesting. He says, how can your followers follow you and subscribe to you on other channels? Wow, great question, Wynnsanity. You know, I have to answer your question, but if anybody out there wants to follow me and subscribe on some of my other channels, we have a lot of stuff going on, not just on Wynnsanity. We've got Wynnsanity Clips, where we post just awesome gameplay, PUBG Mobile, COD Mobile, 20 kill games, 25 kill games, dope moments, just like good gameplay, right? 5, 6, 7 minutes, not super long videos. Wynnsanity Clips, lots of uploads on that channel. I actually have hired an editor to literally help me with just that channel. He's been killing it. So we're really trying to expand what Wynnsanity brand can do. So Wynnsanity Clips has uploads pretty frequently, and Short Sanity, we do these short videos. If you haven't noticed them on the channel, you guys love them. They're funny, just like 1 minute. They're less than a minute videos, funny moments, awesome moments. We have Short Sanity with even more shorts. I've uploaded over 20 shorts here on my main channel. I uploaded a ton of other shorts on Short Sanity, and we'll continue to do that. A lot of you guys have asked me, like, how come you keep uploading shorts on your main channel? Isn't that what Short Sanity is for? But no, I upload them on both. I just have so many moments, so many awesome things, because we stream every night for like 4 or 5 hours. We have a lot of stuff happening, so we've got to have places to put those moments. So I have Short Sanity, and I have my main Wynnsanity channel for shorts on both channels. You can also follow me on Instagram. Wynnsanity basically is my handle on everything. At Wynnsanity on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I even post on TikTok now, YouTube, Facebook. You can follow me on Game On. That's a new app that's coming out recently by Amazon. I posted a bunch of clips there that you guys saw. We actually had the most viewed clip in the history of Game On the whole platform. Our video got like 2,500 views. It's a brand new platform. So like right now, we kind of have the record for the most views ever on Game On, which is pretty insane. So thank you guys. But yeah, if you guys want to follow me around, join the Discord server. I'll put a link below. We have almost 5,000 people there. You can get notified of my videos, talk to mods, get your questions answered, make friends, find squad mates, just hang out. The Discord server is kind of a cool place, and I always forget to shout it out, so you guys should definitely check out the Discord server. I'll link everything below in the description box. But thank you, Wynnsanity, for asking that very great question about how I could, self-promote all my other channels. Thanks, Wynnsanity. That was very helpful. Next question is by Danush. He says, what were you doing before you started this YouTube channel? This is also another one that I really wanted to answer, so give you guys a quick rundown of my resume, right? So I went to college. I went to college for basically track and field. I got an offer to go to school at a very, very, very good school. Trust me, a school that I would not have gotten in on just on my grades. I was not the best student, but man, I could run pretty fast. So they were like, yeah, you know what? Well, it's okay. You didn't get the best grades. We'll let you in because you're freaking fast, boy. So I was like, awesome. So I didn't know what I wanted to study. I just knew that it was a really good school, and I was happy to be able to go to a really good school. So I just kind of picked a random major. I ended up being like an HR manager, human resources, for those of you in chat that or adults and work jobs, you got to go to HR, right? So I was kind of like an HR manager in training at a really big company that I had interned for throughout college. And basically, yeah, I wasn't too thrilled with being an HR manager. So the next step I took was I got a job offer to go work for Omelet Arcade, an app that a lot of you guys have used to stream from your phones and stuff. They were out in California. I moved there 2 years ago. I was like 3,000 miles away from my family, all my friends, working for Omelet Arcade. 6 months goes by, and all of the new people that they hired, because they not only did they hire me, they hired like 7 or 8 other new employees at the same time. Well, they were like, oh, darn it, sorry, we actually don't have enough money to pay all you guys, so sorry, bye, we have to let you go. I'm like, bro, I'm like, what? I'm like 23 years old. I'm like 3,000 miles away from my family, my friends, and you guys know California rent's insane. It was like $3,000 a month. I'm like, bro, what the frick am I gonna do? Like, what the hell? You can't just hire a guy, bring him out here, and then just be like, oh, sorry, we actually, we can't pay you anymore. My bad, our bad, whatever. So, I don't endorse Omelet Arcade. Let's just put it that way. Sorry. It's just business, guys. My bad. That's what they told me when they let me go. It's just business. Anyway, after that, I'm sitting in California. I don't freaking know what to do with my life. I'm thinking, maybe I can go get like another HR job at like another company. Because now that I'm out in California, there's like Xbox, PlayStation. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I could work for one of these really cool companies. But trust me, even if it's a gaming company, working in HR, it just wasn't my favorite thing, dude. So I really didn't know what to do. And that's where good old Powerbank comes in. And he's like, you know what? I think you're kind of a smart kid. I've got some work. Maybe we can work together. And then obviously the rest is history. And now we're here and we've got a YouTube channel. But that was kind of what I was doing before I started my YouTube channel. And like I said, before this channel, I had all these old channels. Those channels actually kind of morphed and transformed now into some other channels that I'm uploading on right now, which is Wynnsanity Clips and Short Sanity. So I had some other channels. They're still getting some uploads, but they're not really as popular as this one was. And just to throw in there, just for the record's sake, I did play a lot of Clash Royale before PUBG. I feel like that's going to get asked here later on. But yes, without PUBG, I played a ton of Clash Royale. That's what I played. Next question comes from Toothy Gamer 55063. By the way, thank you for the member there. Question. If PUBG Mobile, I love this question, if PUBG Mobile was randomly deleted and everyone was given back all the money they spent on the game, what would you do with the money? That's a really great question. Honestly, the first thing that comes to mind, I would probably just pay off my car. Because, believe it or not, like the amount of money I've probably spent on this game is probably equal to the amount that I've left on my auto loan. Or I'd put like a down payment on a house. Just to give you an idea of how much I've spent on this damn game. But honestly, we have had a lot of sponsors though, so they do support the channel and help with a lot of these crate openings. And I have, made a lot of good videos and gotten a lot of views for these videos. So I'm not just sitting here just burning money. I definitely would not recommend dropping, stacks and stacks and stacks of UC unless you could definitely afford it and you definitely want to. But trust me, us YouTubers, we have sponsors and we do make money from our channels to try to make some of that money back. But yes, I've spent a lot and it took me a long time to start making back some of the money I spent. But dang, you got to spend money to make money, bro. But yes, I would probably put some money towards a house or pay off my car if I had all that PUBG money back. Lord Gaming, my man LGO, says, where do you see your channel and PUBG Mobile 5 years from now? What motivates you in the first place to make videos? Do you plan on changing content once in a while? I feel like I kind of answered the what motivated me to make videos, so I'll answer your first question and your third question. Where do I see my channel and PUBG Mobile 5 years from now? Honestly, I hope to see 5 years from now, my channel is just insane. I just want to have like 20 million subscribers. I just want to be, one of the biggest YouTubers ever. When I look up and I see the greats, right? Like the Mount Rushmore of YouTubers. You see PewDiePie, you see Markiplier, you see Jacksepticeye, you see Ninja, Shroud, Mr. Beast. You see all these giant name guys. I would love to just be, up there with those guys. I feel like you reach a point where money doesn't really matter anymore. Like these guys, they could quit making YouTube videos and they'd have enough money for the rest of their lives. But the reason they keep making videos is because they're passionate about it. They love making content. They love talking to the fans and the audience. And that's kind of where I see myself. So, even if I were PewDiePie and I had 105 million subscribers, I'd still make videos every single day just like him. So I just want to see my channel blow up. And same with PUBG Mobile. Where do I see PUBG from now? Like 5 years from now, especially, which for a mobile game, that's a long, long time. I would love to see PUBG Mobile kind of be one of those games that just lasts forever. Like League of Legends, Overwatch. You see some of these games, even now Rocket League's been around for a long time, and they just stay competitive. They just have these really dedicated fan bases, and these games just seem to never die. If PUBG was around forever, I really wouldn't be disappointed about it. I really love the game. It's one of the few games that has never really gotten boring for me. We've had moments where we're like, get a little frustrated or, You know, we're like waiting for an update to really bring some new content. But really, sitting down and playing classic matches every night, it doesn't really get old. But that's also thanks to you guys for showing up to my live streams, making it fun, making it really engaging. And, you know, I'm not just sitting here playing by myself. So thank you to you guys for that. And do you plan on changing content once in a while? I actually already do that on a kind of regular basis. I do sneak in some stuff here and there. And you guys still come and support me, and I really appreciate it. We just played a lot of Nintendo games. We played like Super Mario Bros. The other day. We were playing Super Smash. We played some Mario Kart all in one stream. We kind of played Rocket League. We actually played Star Wars Squadrons. I'm planning on doing a long stream coming up here for that Cyberpunk 2077 game I talked about. It's not mobile. We probably won't get as many viewers watching it, but that's okay. It's an insane game that's been in development for like 10 years. It's one of those games that, like, when it comes out, that's the type of game that, like, you call into work and say you're sick and you just sit there and play it for like 12 hours. You lock the door, you know, take your kids to the babysitter and just sit there and you just play, right? It's one of those games that you're going to remember it for the rest of your life. So I want to play Cyberpunk. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard that it's going to be amazing. So we might just sit and do like a 12-hour stream of Cyberpunk, and I hope you guys will join me. But yeah, I do plan on switching it up once in a while. And we do kind of. Remember that Fall Dudes video we did where I kind of memed and I was like, there's a new Battle Royale on the mobile app store. And it was a freaking like Fall Guys mobile knockoff. But yeah, we change it up sometimes. Flaming Donkeys asked, do you really think you could hit 1 million by the end of 2021? So we're on pace right now, guys. This is insane. To hit well over 300K by the end of this year, by the end of 2020. If we have, so November and December, this month we're in right now, have been unbelievable. If we were able to just replicate that, November and December, and just January was also insane, February was insane, March was insane, if we were able to just do that throughout 2021, yes, we may very well, and like I seriously have to sit here and wrap my head around the fact that I'm saying this, we might hit 1 million subscribers if we just do exactly what we just did for the last 6 weeks. If we could just keep it going, we may hit 1 million. So good question, Flaming Donkeys. Thank you. All right, next, Pavan Bijou says, what was your family's response when you said that you wanted to stream games? How did you meet Powerbang? So I guess maybe because you did ask, I will go into a little bit more depth now on how I met Powerbang. We met at the Star Challenge in 2018. It was in October. I flew to Los Angeles. I was one of the 20 teams that qualified for that very first Star Challenge. It wasn't very competitive, guys. I actually qualified playing on iPad, and when I got to the event, they handed me a Samsung Note 9. I'd like never even really played on phone that much, so we did horribly. We got like 14th place or something awful, but I met him at the event. What's funny though is before that, I actually got into one of his streams on Facebook in like April, like the month after PUBG came out. I got in on like just playing viewer games. I recorded it. I got really lucky. Powerbang, Rolex, myself, and like one other guy. I think his name was like Silkbeard. The 4 of us played. We actually won the game. I was able to upload it to my little PUBG channel at the time with like 2,000 subs. And that was kind of how I first got on his radar. Like he knew my name and he was like, okay, I know this guy. He had come over actually and commented on the video and was like, hey, handsome thumbnail, because I put his face on the thumb, right? I'm a little YouTuber. I got a clickbait Powerbang, man. I got to get those views. So he knew kind of who I was. I met him in Star Challenge, and I talked to him a lot. And I feel like maybe I kind of got like on his radar a little more because everybody at the event was like, I'm a big fan, Powerbank. Like, can I take a picture with you? And I mean, admittedly, I did that too. But I also was like one of the few people sitting there that was asking him like real questions. I was like, so like, how do you do this with like content? And like, what about this video? Do you think this is a good idea? And I think he kind of noticed like, yo, this Wynnsanity guy is kind of annoying, but he's kind of asking good questions. So I think that's kind of how we got to know each other. And then, like I said, when I lost my job at Omelette, by then I had kind of been talking to him. We were also talking to MGC on the side right as I lost my job. And with MGC and with Powerbang, kind of had this like perfect storm. So that's when I started working with PV. And part of my job was to help create these tournaments that we've been doing for MGC for over a year now. And there was a lot of work and planning that went into that behind the scenes. And that was kind of my job over the summer, among other things, helping out Powerbank. So that's how I kind of got to know him. And again, he helped me a ton. So thank you to him for everything that he's done for me so far. And actually, the first question, I answered this out of order. What was my family's response when you said that you wanted to stream games? So, like I said, in school, I kind of started making videos. It was always like a little bit of a hobby, but it never really got in the way too much. But then as I kept doing it and my channel started growing a little bit, as I started, getting into a more serious job, I had a career. When I finally decided to leave my, awesome HR job, it really was a great job, by the way. Like for being 23, I had a good salary. I had a pension. I had benefits. I had bonuses. Once I got promoted a little bit, maybe like some stock options. Like I had a phenomenal job in being like literally being 23 years old. And I like stepped away from that and I went to some crazy job on the West Coast that was, much more risky. And I think it was at that moment my mom was like, bro, like, are you sure this is a good idea? But, I just was like, yes, I know this is what I want to do, because even if you have an amazing job, the reason I'm saying that is because I decided it's not what I was passionate about. If you get up every morning and you're not so excited to go to work, so excited to get into your car and drive to work, it's probably not the right job for you, right? And I knew that. And no matter how much money you have, no matter how many good perks and benefits that you have at your job, if it's not what you want to do, a bit of advice and speaking from experience, maybe keep looking. And that's what I was trying to do. So I think they were a little shocked when I just picked up everything, moved across the country, and was just gone for like a year and a half. But, honestly, one of the best moments ever was a couple months ago when my girlfriend and I were kind of shopping around for apartments. We knew with the pandemic and everything, we're like, you know what, let's go back to New York, be closer to our families, because this pandemic showed us that we went almost a year without seeing our parents because we couldn't fly, we couldn't visit or anything. And we're like, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. There could be another pandemic. I would much rather be closer to my family. So I called my mom and I was like, hey, just want to let you know, I found a new apartment. I gave her the address. I was like, 123 Main Street. And then I gave her the town and she was like, wait, what? Wait, that's just down, that's just nearby. And I was like, yep, I'm coming home, Mom. And she freaked out. She was so excited. So I was able to make it up to her like that. But they were a little shocked. And then, but I think they could see as my channel grew and started to blow up and more opportunities came through, they understood. But, they at first were a little apprehensive. They were a little nervous. They're like, this isn't the best career. You had a great job. Why did you leave it? But this is really what I want to do. I think I've finally proven, with every sub that we get, I'm looking up my sub clock. We're at 270. With every sub, with every video, I feel like I'm just proving to everybody this is really where I belong. I'm doing what I want to do. So they really support me, and I've been lucky because I do know there are other families out there that, if you told them, hey, I want to make a career out of video games, they'd be like, shut up and get back to work, right? So my family has been very supportive, and I'm blessed to have that. Rolex YT says, with 22 upvotes, actually not a question, but I just want to let you know I'm an OG fan of you. When I subscribed, you barely had 20K, and now you're here. Big congrats for reaching 250. Love from India. Yo, thank you, Rolex. I appreciate it, and everybody that upvoted that. All the love from India. You guys are insane. Probably one of the most passionate countries, literally in the history of the world, especially when it comes to PUBG. So I know I have a lot of people that watch from all over the world, but right now I just got to say, India, you guys are OP. So love right back at you. All right, next up we got Kaibar Plays, also a member. Thank you. Says, what would you be doing if you weren't a YouTuber? That's a great question. I really don't know. I truly cannot see myself doing anything out of the realm of either video editing, Photoshop, or just being a YouTuber or a caster. If I could not be a YouTuber and I had to be in some type of job, I'd probably be in film, or film production, or trying to be a director, maybe making my own movies, or being on the set working for a movie company, or a production company making there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes of making these big shows, these star challenges, these PMGC, PMPL, all these awesome LAN events. Maybe working at a company that does something like that, but I really don't know. If I couldn't do anything related to film, one thing that I really did like in college was writing, doing creative writing, English classes. I would likely write a book. I don't know, maybe write a book. I'm really creative, so I just try to be creative in some other form of media that wasn't film or video. Zubaid asks, at what age did you start YouTube, and who is your inspiration for making a YouTube channel? So honestly, this takes me way back. I had really, really just awful channels as a 10-year-old that got 5 subs, and they were probably all me on alt accounts subscribing. But I used to watch YouTube back in the very, very beginning, before anybody on YouTube even had 1 million subscribers. I remember when Fred, just some random guy in a trailer park recording dumb videos, he was the first YouTuber ever to get 1 million subs. I watched back in the day, there was Niga Higa, Fred, Smosh, and 2 of my favorite guys, I watch their videos all the time, Barats and Beretta. It was Luke Barats and Joe Beretta, I believe. And they made just really funny skits. I actually would go and film and recreate their skits with my little digital camera and upload those. So those are some OG YouTubers that really inspired me to start making videos as a child. But then as I kind of got more and more into making serious gaming videos, there's just some big Clash Royale YouTubers. When I watched their videos, I never really watched Twitch streams. I never really watched gaming videos all that much until I played Clash Royale and I got really serious about it. And I was like, hey, I kind of want to look up what are the best decks? What are pro players using? And that's when I found a bunch of YouTubers. I found Nick at Night. I found Molt. I found Phone Cats. And then I started getting into more like mobile YouTubers and stuff. And I just made my channel one day. I was like, I'm going to do this. I got a laptop. I went to Target. I bought these giant green sheets of like 2x3 foot pieces of green paper. I bought all the paper they had. I went home in my little apartment in college. I tacked up all the green paper on the wall, and that's what I made it for a green screen. Like literally just green paper taped to the wall. And then I just got started. So yeah, that's how everything came to be for my channel. Solon asks, do you ever see yourself stopping playing PUBG Mobile one day? And if yes, then what would be the reason for that? I don't know. I guess kind of contradicting my answer earlier, I hope that PUBG Mobile lives forever, but if it doesn't, if a big game comes along and replaces it, who knows? Maybe even Tencent will make the next big game, because they're always one step ahead, even of themselves, right? They might make the game. They might make PUBG Mobile 2, who knows? The sequel. I don't know. Whatever game kind of replaces PUBG, if that ever happens, wherever you guys end up going, what games you guys play next, that's probably what I'm going to play next. One thing that I'm very, very excited about, a game that I've always loved, is Battlefield. So, the age-old debate of Call of Duty versus Battlefield, like what side are you on? I was actually always more on the Battlefield side. I love the large-scale battles, the helicopters, the tanks, having squads playing in like 32 versus 32 large-scale conquest matches, racking up like 80 kills and just getting revives, like doing all that stuff. I loved those games. If that ever comes to mobile, you can bet I'm going to be one of the first YouTubers to hop on and follow that trend. That's kind of the one thing that I've always held out hope for. Maybe our channel is like a Battlefield Mobile and a PUBG Mobile channel. I don't know. But unfortunately, I've been checking the news every couple of weeks, just seeing if any Battlefield Mobile news comes out. I don't even think Battlefield Mobile is in development right now. But that would be my dream game if I could ever play a new game that wasn't PUBG Mobile. But I do see myself kind of always playing mobile, though, not going to lie. That's where I see the future going, like I said earlier. Fanveer asks, how could you make such proper gameplay? Reminds me of Athena. Big fan from India. Well, okay, I don't know what about my gameplay reminds you of Athena. He is a freaking pro solo squatting in Asia, and I can barely handle regular squads on North America. I guess my gameplay, I just try to be more, funny and entertaining, and eventually, once in a while, get some good gameplay to upload. One thing I do want to say, maybe this answers your question or not, but how do you make such proper gameplay? Well, the way that it works on the channel, right? You guys see my live streams every night, 4 hours, 5 hours. We might only win like 3 or 4 games in the course of a stream. We have a lot of losses. We have a lot of bad gameplay. We have a lot of funny moments, right? We have everything happens in the live streams. I think that's why so many people tune into them. But at the same time, if you didn't watch the live streams and you only watch my videos, like, what do you think I'm going to upload? I'm going to upload the good videos, right? I get a 19 kill gameplay. That's going on the channel. The 10 times I hot dropped at boot camp or at Georgia Pool Crates and died, that's not getting uploaded to the channel. So if you just watch my videos, you don't see all the times I died. And I hate to burst your bubble, guys, but all your other favorite YouTubers, Sevu, Lavino, maybe even Athena or any of these other pro players, they don't upload their bad games either. You guys love to say, oh, Wynnsanity, he's not as good as Sevu. He's not as good as Lavino. Well, that's because they don't live stream. They don't upload their bad games. I promise you. Lavino, Sevu, all players, even the best players, they still drop and die a lot. They just don't upload it. They only upload their good games. So I know you guys like to come in and roast me on my streams, but hey, you know what? I'm not afraid to show you my bad gameplay. I'll stream everything just so we can hang out and have a good time. But for those bigger YouTubers that don't stream, they also have their bad games. You just don't see them. The thing is, you see my bad games. But yeah, if you only watch my videos, it's because I only upload the good ones, right? Teo2 YouTube asks, when are you and Destiny going to have a kid? All right, next question. Chris Offa says, what was your biggest challenge ever since you started gaming? Biggest challenge, I think, is just never giving up. You definitely, when you get started, it's an uphill battle, man. You're starting at 0 subscribers, 0 videos, and you look out and you see YouTubers with millions of subs getting millions of views. And the hardest thing is looking at that and thinking, how can I possibly go up against that and have any kind of success? And you just have to start. You just have to upload. Yeah, your first 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000 videos might all get 0 views, 1 view, 2 views, but you just can't give up. And that's exactly what I did. I can go back right now and show you guys videos with 8 views, with 1 like or 2 likes. And you know who the 2 likes were? It was me and Destiny liking the videos. You just have to keep uploading, keep grinding, keep upgrading your setup. I started out with a laptop, and really the challenge above all else is don't give up. You have to just, through all the hard times, just keep uploading. You have to grind it out. It is a grind. And one of the hardest things that I've been on both sides of it now. When you have a day job, I don't have kids, but for those of you that have kids and other responsibilities, you got to go grocery shopping. You got to go pick your kids up from, practice. You got to take your daughter to dance class. You got to make dinner. You got to work overtime. Your boss called you in, all this bull crap. When life gets in the way and cool content comes out, like every night, I know at like 8 or 9 o'clock or whatever, the shop resets. There's new skins in the shop. The Royale Pass drops. If I'm a big YouTuber, or if Powerbang's a big YouTuber and we're able to get the Royale Pass out an hour after it drops with a full video, we got a thumbnail, we got it edited, we're ready to go, of course we're going to get all the views, right? When smaller YouTubers who have to go to work or they have to put their kids to bed, and then finally it's midnight or 1 a.m. and they're finally sitting down to record the video and they're doing the Royale Pass opening, and freaking Wynnsanity's had his video out already for like 4 hours. I've been on both sides of that. I've been that guy that I had to work, I had to come home, and I had to record my crate openings at 2 a.m. when the big dudes like Powerbang, their crate openings, or Metalcore, their crate videos were already out for hours, right? And you feel like you're never going to get ahead. But eventually, if you keep working hard enough, you will get ahead. And now I'm fortunate, right? I used to be that guy that got my videos out late, but now I can get my videos out on time, and it's a great advantage to have. So just don't give up. It's a challenge, but there really is no advice. It's 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration, which means sweat. Means you got to work hard if you want to, excel on YouTube. You guys see, I don't take a day off, right? I'm really bad about it, but I feel like if I take one day off, my channel's going to die. We all know that's not true, but I can't sit there and just not stream or not upload. Like if 24 hours goes by and I haven't done anything, it stresses me out, man. Or if I know something's coming up where I have to like take a day off, I'll pre-record a video and schedule it to upload. Like, I don't know. I just got to keep the uploads going, man. You never know when your channel could die. So while it's popping, gotta just, stick with it. Paul Gonzaga says, when will you play with Ace Lawrence? So Ace Lawrence is a really interesting guy. He's actually a YouTuber that has been blowing up, just got 100K subs. Congrats, Ace. We actually played the other night, but unfortunately we didn't really get any good games, so I don't think we'll make any videos out of that. But Ace and I have definitely been trying to play together. He mains shotguns, so his loadout's always like DP shotgun, M4 shotgun. He always carries a shotgun. He plays a lot of Livic to get that M10 shotgun. But unfortunately, he streams like in the morning and the afternoon. I stream like late at night, so he's like already asleep by the time that I'm probably firing on my stream. So one of these days, though, if he's up later, if I'm up early, we'll have to catch each other. Marcus Gaming says, when is your birthday? It's June 26th. Hey, bro, where do you live? You're the charming streamer I've ever seen. Thank you, Praveen. I live in New York. Not New York City, though. There is, New York State. There's a whole freaking big state that's not just the one city. So I live in New York, but not New York City. And I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Mr. Nugget says, what does the chicken dinner taste like for every time you win during the stream? Well, Mr. Nugget, they taste delicious. I'll admit, chicken never gets old. They taste just like you, Mr. Nugget. They taste like chicken nuggets. Soultaker asks, what is the name of any crate opening, lucky draw, or spin in which your luck was the worst and the best? Hands down, without a doubt, recently, the worst crate opening ever was the freaking Lord of the Sea set, that pirate Jack Sparrow outfit. I dropped literally like 90,000 UC to get this freaking pirate outfit from the supply crates. I will never open supply crates ever again. I'm looking at the wrong camera. What am I doing? I will never open supply crates ever again. There we go. Now I'm looking at the right camera. Worst opening ever. I was trying to get it as a permanent. I didn't get it as a permanent. I have it for like 90 days because I got so many temporary mythics. Worst one ever. The luckiest one ever was probably I'd have to say, the Killing Machine set. That was the one. I actually made a short about it, and that short today just hit 1 million views, which thank you guys for that. It's insane. In the first set of 10, I got the mythic outfit, and just a couple like sets of 10 later, I got the mythic headpiece. All in all, 61 opens, both mythics, acquired, done, easy. That or the Bape one. Also made a short out of this one. The Bape crate opening, in one set of 10, I got the legendary hoodie, legendary shorts, legendary UAZ Bape skin, all in just the same set of 10. Then we, like, right after that, got the shoes. And then right after that, I was like, all right, all we need is the parachute or the backpack. Open the set of 10. I'm like, parachute or the backpack. First one to flip, parachute. Second one to flip, backpack. Like, right as I said it, it was insane. Those are the two best openings I've ever had in my life, like that I can remember. Sadnan Babar says, do you have a PC or a console? If yes, name them. Lol, it's like an exam question paper. Do you have a PC or a console? If yes, explain your answer. All right, here we go. I have a PC and I have a PS4. I have a PS3, 2, and 1. I don't even know where they are anymore, but I have a PS4. I hardly play it because you guys know I'm all about mobile gaming here, but I do have a PC. I feel like there's going to be a question about the specs of my PC. I always get asked on stream. So real quick, I just upgraded. We have 64 gigs of DDR4 3200 megahertz RAM. I have a Ryzen 3700X 8-core processor. I have a GeForce RTX 2070 graphics card. Thank you to Brandy Gona Frieza for that kind birthday gift. We have an Elgato HD60 Pro capture card. That's one of the capture cards that I use to record my iPad. It plugs right into the motherboard. I also have a liquid cooler. Although, even though I have 8 cores and 64 gigs of RAM, my computer still kind of lags sometimes. So that's great. Rondell says, I know everything. All right, well then what am I thinking right now, huh? Answer me that, Rondell. What am I thinking of right now? You probably guessed it, honestly. I'm not that. I'm a very simple man. Not very much ooh-woo. Doesn't playing a lot hurt your eyes, lol? Kind of, yeah. Sometimes, I mean, I have eye drops here, but I really only use these like once or twice a month. If anything, it's not exactly playing so much. Having a bigger screen kind of helps me see things better and actually reduces the strain on my eyes. I know a lot of pro players that will hold their phone like this and they just like get so much eye strain, or they develop conditions like an incomplete blink. Like they blink, but their eyes don't shut all the way, and they get like dry eyes and stuff. Really for me, like what tires my eyes is if I just sit in front of my computer and look at these 3 monitors and my tablet and my phone, like I'm in front of a screen all the time, and my mom is always yelling at me saying like, you need to like stop looking at screens. Like, can't you do anything else? And I hear her. So I sometimes like in the morning, I'll try to like not look at any screens, like take a shower, eat breakfast, like get around for the day and try to like not look at my computer screens or anything, because you're right. Looking at them a lot is not good for your eyes. So I try to like manage it, but every now and then my eyes get dry if I have to like pull a late night to finish a video or something. That's why I have some eye drops, but I try not to use them too much. Just because I don't want my eyes to like forget how to lubricate themselves, right? If you use too much of something, then your body will like forget how to do it on its own. I don't know if that's scientifically proven, but that's my opinion. YouTube Polo says, what's your sub goal by the end of 2021? Probably, like we said earlier, 1 million. That's unbelievable. I can't believe that that's even in the realm of possibilities, but if we just did 70K subs in the last month, if we were to pull 70K a month, in 2021, then that would be just over 1 million by the end of the year. That's freaking nutty, bro. All right, here we go. Yo, Glowing Panther finally hitting us with the good PUBG questions. M16 or the Mutant, the M7 or the AK? Definitely first one, M16. Honestly, the reason I love it, the 3-round burst is not that bad. It's not, neither gun is that good, really close range, in my opinion. There's probably some pro players in there that are like, did he just say the Mutant's bad in close range? Well, I used the Mutant. I wiped a squad. Well, I don't know, bro. I'm not you. I can't. I hate the Mutant. It's not that good. Every time I use the Mutant, I usually put it down to single shot because the double burst is like, it's like, like the freaking recoil is so bad. The M16 is not as hard to control for me, and the 3-round burst can do a lot of damage. But I also like with the M16 is when you find them everywhere, by the way. I find M16s all the time. And that 5.56, you have it in your bag when you eventually find a SCAR or an M4. So I like that. Now, the M7 or the AK, I really like either of them. Honestly, whatever I find first, I'll usually stick with. I used to be all about the AK versus the M7. First of all, I'm not even really a fan of... I wasn't really a fan of both, but I've been warming up to them both a lot. I guess maybe just now I got some good skins. I got the Hellfire AKM and I got the 8-bit M7 maxed out. But the M7 close range actually shreds, man. I feel like the M7 has a little bit faster fire rate, and I kind of like that. But I don't know, the 7.62 bullets, they do a lot of damage. But maybe recently, M7 a little bit. And what is your favorite outfit in PUBG Mobile? Honestly, I gotta say, we've had 3 main outfits in the history of the channel. We had the chicken. I don't really like the chicken at all, honestly. I'm kind of over it. It reminds me of when my channel was like really old and like I had bad overlays and stuff. I don't know. I like the chicken. I kind of don't like it anymore. You guys keep asking me to whip it out for like old time's sake, but nah. And then we did the astronaut. Now the astronaut was really cool. We had the full set. We had the gun skins. We had everything. There was like a matching thing with the UAZ. It was dope. But now I gotta say, the maxed out Pharaoh, like nothing is cooler than a full glistening golden Pharaoh suit. And it's the only outfit that has that kill effect in the feed, right? You get somebody, like you kill them with like a Glacier M4, you get the Glacier effect and the little Pharaoh pops up on it, dude. Oh, it just looks so good. It's the only outfit that has that, by the way. So right now, the whole Pharaoh set, my favorite by far. All right, Jordan Fernandez says, have you ever considered a career in real commentary? I feel that you'd ace it. And were you ever bullied? Big fan lol. And then I click read more, hashtag win to 250K. Also like this comment so Win can actually see it. All right, bro, I'm going to heart it and like it right now so Win sees it. Cool. Hopefully he sees it. Have I ever considered a career in commentary? I honestly, you guys are very nice. You always compliment me. Say I do a really good job at casting. I've casted a bunch of tournaments before, but always in like a pretty like low-key, just casual basis. I did the Omelet 40K tournament. We casted a lot of that. But that's because I worked for Omelet Arcade. But I think a lot of my skills in casting and commentary come from me, like I said, doing a lot of those English classes, a lot of creative writing. I wrote, just for my kind of path in school, I ended up doing a lot of essays and writing a ton of stuff. So I've always been kind of a strong writer. So a lot of that translates to being able to think fast on my feet and do some commentary. I like casting. It's just I'd rather play, honestly. But I mean, I wouldn't turn down any cool casting gigs, but I don't know. I haven't really been asked, so we'll see. But yeah, I like doing a few custom rooms every now and then. I don't like doing them often, but whenever we do a custom room, getting really intense about it and, joking and being like, this is the $1 million PUBG Mobile World Finals, when it's just like 100 of you guys like bashing each other with pans. But yeah, I don't know. I like casting. It's kind of fun. Aman Mudaliar says, what are your goals for the future? How far do you see Wynnsanity actually going? Much love all the way from the Fiji Islands, bro. Yo, I don't think I've ever had love from Fiji. Thank you, man. What are my goals for the future? Just to continue to keep growing, building the brand, making Wynnsanity be as cool and as relevant and as big as possible. A lot of big creators that I, admire and aspire to be are Mr. Beast, Ninja. Those two specifically, for what they've been able to do, I feel like outside of their content. Mr. Beast has recently gotten into philanthropy, so he's been opening like food banks and like homeless shelters. He's just been doing amazing, impactful, really helpful things. His videos where he's been, he'll give a waitress, he'll tip them like $10,000, right? He's like always pushing the boundaries of content, but he's also made insane merch, like all the clothing that he sells. His brand as a whole kind of just transcends YouTube. Like Mr. Beast is just a brand outside of even making videos. Same with Ninja, bro. You could go to Target and buy like Ninja underwear now. Like what Ninja has accomplished as a brand. He has shoes with Adidas. He's not only a streamer, but he has all these like partnerships. He's been wanting to do like movies in Hollywood. I think he did like voice acting recently for like a Pixar movie or something. Like what he's been able to do outside of YouTube is insane. And I would love to have a career that eventually grows just beyond a channel and does bigger things. That's kind of what I would like to do as like a business person, being a YouTuber eventually, like you're your own business person. You're your own little one-man company. Basically, honestly, it's more than just making videos. Ting Zhu says, when will your voice get older? I don't know, all right? I can kind of go down here, but I can also go up here. I also can't grow a beard, by the way. That's kind of why my skin looks so nice, is because like the hair just doesn't grow. I don't get like a shadow. I don't have to shave, man. I'm like stuck forever as an 18-year-old. But I'm not complaining. It's kind of nice. But I don't know. My voice always cracks on stream too. You guys make fun of me, but like talking like all the time. I've been talking now for like 30 minutes straight. I talk on stream forever. My voice, I need to give my voice a rest, because eventually, if I don't drink any water or whatever, like it starts to crack. It's not a good time. But I don't know. Maybe one day, maybe when I'm like 50, I'll start to get, maybe like one hair will grow on my beard. I don't know. We'll see. Fox SnipeX Gaming says, hey champ, I have a question. From whom are you inspired? By the way, love from India. I already answered this, but I'll answer it again with more people who inspire me. Another guy that really inspires me is Mortal. He's one of my favorite Indian streamers. I know that I didn't mention him, but I should mention him because he is a guy that I will often watch and kind of observe and see what he's doing. I feel really bad for all the Indian content creators now that PUBG Mobile has been banned in India, but I'm really proud of them for sticking with it and making content outside of PUBG Mobile, really challenging themselves, going out of their comfort zone and doing new kinds of content, new games, and just continuing to really put in the work day in, day out, day after day, even though PUBG Mobile is banned. So he's one guy that I definitely look up to, as well as all the other people I mentioned. Aditya Pathania says, when will you start playing Call of Duty Mobile, or have you played it before? So I actually have played Call of Duty Mobile before, obviously not as much as PUBG Mobile, but recently Call of Duty Mobile, they were kind enough to sponsor some videos on my channel, so we actually did a couple uploads on my main channel, but I also have a second channel called Wynnsanity Clips, where I've uploaded a bunch of Call of Duty content. I also have a lot of old Call of Duty content on my other channel, Short Sanity, that actually was mainly a COD channel, but then I decided to switch it over and do shorts only. So there is COD content out there. It's kind of hard to find, but I do plan on uploading some COD content. Right now, I'd say the most recent videos was from last week, and you can check that out on Wynnsanity Clips. Clyon says, can you do a face reveal? No. Vrop asks, have you ever thought of giving up but didn't? Love your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Vrop. I really have not ever thought of giving up. There may have been times where I got frustrated of like, dude, I've been doing this for so long. Like when, how, like, is it going to blow up? But I always knew I wanted to make videos. And I just got excited. I was like, you know what? I might not be big right now, but whenever that next game comes out, whenever, you know, the next whatever happens or a new idea, like I just kept iterating and grinding and changing and trying to do new things until something worked. And eventually, I guess it was PUBG Mobile and live streaming, and kind of what we do now has ended up what works. But this wasn't the first thing I tried. Obviously, I said I did Clash Royale. I tried other games. I played Rules of Survival. I did some PC stuff. I tried mobile. Mobile kind of started to work. But I never really thought of giving up. Like I said, the only time that I ever gave up or really just was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I quit. I don't really think of myself as a quitter, but like I said, like my senior year in college, I just decided I don't want to do track anymore. And I wish I had kind of stuck it out with the team for the rest of the year and just finished off my career. But I have to wonder, if I didn't step away from that and it put me on a path towards YouTube, maybe I wouldn't be where I am today. You know, everything happens for a reason. One little decision here, one little decision there, kind of when you think back, could have altered your future forever. So you never really know. If I had to go back, I probably wouldn't change anything. But yeah, I have never really thought of giving up, but there have been times of frustration for sure. Yash Sing 49 says, why don't you play competitively? Bro, have you seen my gameplay? What's up? Have you seen it, dude? I'm really not that good. I also have to play on like a 13-inch device to even be moderately okay at the game. A lot of competitive events, they play on phone. I'm really not the best on phone. Man, I keep looking at the wrong camera. What's going on here? I'm not good on phone, unfortunately. If I put in a lot more practice on phone, I probably would be good at it, but I just don't have the time to sit and play on phone as often as I play on tablet. I feel like if it would take me weeks or months to get good at phone, and in that time, I'd probably lose all my viewers. They're going to be like, man, this guy sucks. Like, just go back to tablet, bro. I enjoy playing on a big device, too. I have fairly big hands. I'm, like, over 6 feet tall. I'm, like, kind of a big guy, honestly. I don't know. Playing on, like, a little phone is, like, very difficult. I don't know how some of you guys do it. I've always thought devices are kind of personal preference. You know, I always say, like, you know, my girlfriend, she's only, like, 5'7", has, like, smaller hands than me. Maybe she's much more comfortable playing on a OnePlus, but you give LeBron James or like Kawhi Leonard. You know how big Kawhi Leonard's hands are, the NBA player, bro? He could take a basketball, put it in his hand. It looks like he's holding a baseball, dude. That's how big his hands are. I promise you, if that guy plays PUBG Mobile, he's probably going to have to play on tablet, right? Like, we all are different. Nobody's the same. We're all unique. So you just play on whatever device feels comfortable. And for me, that, you know, for the most time, that feels like tablet. Raj Kumar says, will this be answered? Love from Fiji. No, it will not be answered. Sai Krishnan R asks, how did you meet Destiny? So long story short, we met in college. We were juniors in college, kind of met like friend of a friend. I was walking to the dining hall, actually going to like be on a date with a different girl. That's right, yo, Mr. Wynnsanity pulling out, you know, the dining hall dates. And I saw her at the bus stop, and I was like, I think I recognize that girl. Like, she's friends with the other girl that I'm friends with, and like I looked at her a couple of times, and she like looked at me a few times. Like we like could recognize each other because we knew of each other. And I was like, hey, that girl's kind of cute, right? And then, you know, slid in those DMs. We started hanging out. 4.5 years later, the rest is history. Siddhanth Panikar says, how did you stay motivated even after years with no traction on your old channel? I know I kind of touched on this. I don't know how I stayed motivated, but you just have to have that passion. Like, for me being a YouTuber, it's not just like my passion. It is my calling. And it's very important to know the difference between a passion and a calling. A calling is like, you just feel the need to just do this one thing, to just be a painter, to just be a writer. For me, it's to just make videos every day. Like, I just wake up and I just have this like urge, like it's literally pulling on me. Literally, like, see that? The calling is so strong. I just pulled my headphones out. I just have this need to make videos every day. And when I'd see a video not do well, I would just be like, all right, let's learn from it. Forget about it. Go to the next video. Try to do a little bit better. Change it up. Play a different game. Try to do a funny challenge. Maybe change the editing. Maybe my thumbnail was bad. Maybe try to make a better thumbnail, right? Just like keep iterating, sharpening that sword until it gets really sharp. And, you know, is exactly how you want it. And just don't give up. It's so hard. You just have to trust that if you put in the work and if you keep changing, you will blow up one day. And you have to keep changing, though. You can't put in the same work every single day And if it's not working, it's not going to work, right? The definition of insanity is expecting different results by doing the same thing every single time. I do see a lot of channels that haven't blown up, but they also haven't really kind of adapted the way that they should. So you have to keep adapting. That's the important part. And then when you find what works, then you're good, right? But you also have to keep, working hard. I see all these channels come into my channel and they like ask for subs. They beg for likes. Please come raid me. I have 0 viewers. I'm also live. It's like the way to grow is to not be a mooch off of other people's content. Don't go spam your stuff in their comments. Try actually making good content that people want to watch. I'm not directing this to anybody. It's just like, it's annoying right after a while seeing the same people trying to self-promote. I can tell you this. I didn't get to where I am by just trying to self-promote under other people's content. I try to make my own stuff that people would like and they would engage with. So just try to work hard, make the best stuff that you can. And, you can promote yourself. It's okay. Maybe like share your videos in Reddit. I did that. I was like, wow, check out this insane thing that happened. I'd link my video, right? You can do that, but don't go in the comments and be that person that's like, I edit every day and put in work. I need support. Like, I hate those comments. They're so annoying. I feel like, I know the reason I'm saying this is there's a question later on where somebody said, how do you feel about people self-promoting under your videos? It's really annoying, but I feel like it just comes with the territory. I've seen it on not only my videos, but YouTubers that are much bigger, right? Like, it's just the way it is. People will just come in and they think that the way that they can grow is by trying to comment, and all of a sudden everybody's going to miraculously subscribe to them. Also, you have to make content too. Like, people are like, please, I have 9 subs. Can we get to 10? And like, I go to their channel, maybe I'll be their 10th sub if they've got cool content, and I look and they haven't uploaded in 10 months. Like, why are you trying to get subs, bro? You don't have videos. Make videos first, right? That's kind of how it works. You're doing it backwards. Make the videos, then get the subs, not the other way around. Melwin Pinto says, did you ever feel like, all right, Kay, I'm going to quit PUBG Mobile and start playing some other games? Not really. I've tried different games and, seeing if maybe I'd like to cover them, but PUBG is a very unique, very special, very successful game. It's going to take a lot to get me to not want to play PUBG anymore, but I'm never going to say never. I don't know. I can't predict the future, right? Do you believe in true love, brother? Watching your stream since 50K, bro. Love from India. Thank you, Henry John. Do I believe in true love? Absolutely. And I mean, if you look around the world, there's so many people that have been married for 50 years, 60 years. My own grandparents were married for 59 years. Kind of a sad way to answer this question, but last August, my grandmother died on August 12th. And my grandfather, on August 12th, he was in perfectly fine health. He was, nothing was wrong with him, but he also passed away 2 days later. He literally could not live without my grandmother. And we had a double funeral. Both of their coffins, both of their caskets together. They were buried together. They were together from like the moment they met each other, literally to the moment that they both passed away. So yes, I believe in true love, even now more ever after that happened, when they both passed away. Once he realized like, I have to go on without her. He was like, nah, bro, I'm going to be up with her in heaven. So he also passed away, unfortunately. But yeah, true love. Like, you can literally die of a broken heart. And I think that is proof enough alone. Zufar Islam says, just going to say this. Subbed you when you were at 25K, started playing with you when you were at 45K, and now you are at almost 250. Keep up the good work, man. Hope to see more success in the near future. Hopefully 1 mil by the end of 2021. Man, you guys are really all about this 1 mil at 2021. Well, dang, we might just do it if enough of you guys believe. All you have to do is believe. All right, guys, so we have time for one more question here. John Doe asks, where do babies come from? All right, guys, I think it's time to end the Q&A here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry I couldn't answer all your questions, but I hope this did help you learn a little bit more about me, my channel, my past, kind of how to start your own YouTube channel, how I met Power Bang, everything. Really appreciate your guys' time for asking all these questions. And thank you so much. Like I said, we're at 270K. This is now the 270K Q&A. 300K coming up by the end of the month. By the end of the year, that would be pretty nutty. And it sounds like we might hit 1 mil by the end of 2021. At least that's what a lot of you guys are predicting. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Bit of a unique video here. Maybe we'll do some more Q&As in the future. But back to the gameplay for the next video. So thank you guys so much. And if you are new here, smash that sub button. We do stuff every single day, live streams every single night, and those other channels that I talked about earlier. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time.